All right, welcome to the Cobra Mindset Podcast. You know what Cobra's about. Cobra's about mindset. I want to get started by asking you guys about the fitness industry and how it's been like. How'd you guys get started, and where are you at now with it?
Yeah.
Why don't you go first?
All right. So I would say that I got started at a very young age, playing sports, being team captains on teams, and just always having the love to compete. And then I would say at a young age, around like 16, I saw somebody getting ready, going into a show, and I loved the look. And then from there on, I started training. Age 20 was my first show. I did an NPC. And then I took 2 years off. Now I'm 23, and I'm going to be prepping for another show in September now.
That's awesome.
I just want to clarify, by show,
Yes.
you're talking about weight, lift, bodybuilding
Correct.
shows. Okay.
Yes.
Just from an outsider, I had no idea. You know, I know what you're talking about because I know about you, but a lot of people don't know the kind of work that goes into the bodybuilding shows. So
Yes.
what goes into bodybuilding?
So much.
Yeah, you know what? From an outsider's point of view, it kind of looks so easy, especially when I was getting started doing the whole thing. I'm like, oh, you know, you work out, you eat right, and you compete. But really, it is not that simple at all. It's very, you know, when you're going into it, you have to have the mentality that, okay, I need to be structured,
Yes.
I need to be organized.
Yeah,
But
I
it was
think when you
very-
prep for these shows, it's not an overnight decision. However, everyone has a different mindset when they do a show. But I think, you know, being competitive, when you have that mindset and you come from that, I mean, you got to be physically and mentally strong because you got to get, you know, ready to, you know, turn down, you know, going out or events. And it's not necessarily you have to turn it down, but it's stepping back, being the leader, you know, not drinking. So just being different.
So you've made a lot of sacrifices as a young
100%.
athlete,
Yeah.
for sure. Did you feel like you were patient with it? Especially because I know when you're young how it is.
I was not patient whatsoever. And actually, the reason why I got into bodybuilding in general was because I thought it was going to get me physically to where I wanted faster. Because it's like, oh, a 12, 16-week prep, you work out and you get to that physique. And but no, that's not how it goes.
Did you like the competitive nature of it?
I never really had that competitive mindset where it's like I want to win.
You just wanted to look good for yourself.
I wanted to get to where I wanted to be. So it wasn't. It was literally something that was solely myself.
So you needed that competition to achieve your physique mentally?
It was like that. That's what was like the guide.
Okay.
I was just following it, and then hopefully, if I followed everything, I'd get there.
You would end up in the right place.
And but my guide was messed up. It was wrong. It was incorrect.
Wait, so there is different kinds of bodybuilding competitions?
Yes.
Like bikini is
Different
one,
categories.
figure is another.
And
Are there other ones?
Now you have wellness. Wellness wasn't a thing when I was competing, but then you have physique. So physique are the massive women who really take the bodybuilding, you know, to another level. And then bikini, she competes in bikini. It's a very like slimmer, toned, defined physique. Just the regular, like what you would have.
Smaller, like beach body look.
Exactly.
That's so interesting.
And then I was doing the figure, which is you kind of look like a Dorito. Like you have to, when you.
But I'm sure you looked beautiful doing
You
it.
both look
I was-
amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
I've never been into competition, but I've always wanted to get jacked, like when I was a kid. But I don't know.
I think it's really showing off what you've worked so
I guess,
hard
yeah.
for.
I loved like the golden era, like watching Arnold and like all those YouTubers, like old school guys, like because the way they really saw it as like expressing their physiques, like it was like very passionate. Like when they're in the gym, they're just in passion mode.
Yeah, and I think that you had mentioned earlier when we were all speaking is, you know, what keeps you motivated. And, you know, even for myself, people ask, you know, throughout the process of prepping and things like that, I think, you know, for me, what keeps me motivated is that end result that you see your body of you knowing where it's going to be and how it's going to look. And I think I just that for me, I just always remind myself of that's what keeps me motivated. I mean, yes, discipline, you know, all the good things that you could say about yourself, you know, because you go through a process like this. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that.
I love that mindset.
Yeah.
Is that
when you explain it, you like, I feel like, you know, viewers can understand that you are passionate about doing it. Like, this is something you are enjoying. That feeling, like when you're on stage and you did the prep the exact way you wanted to do, and you're like, yeah, I really did this. So like, you're really on stage, and because I never, it's unfortunate, I never was able to feel that, because I was like a roundabout way doing the prep. And then when I got on stage, I kind of messed it all up, so I didn't even want to be on the stage. I was like, because I know I didn't do like everything that I want, like structured, but I think that feeling of just being proud of yourself, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think the both of you have started off in sports and have always been active, from what I hear. Yeah. And I feel like for most people that don't start physically athletic and they haven't felt that potential within them, knowing what they could reach if they keep going. So, and for me as a coach, you know, how do you tell clients what it takes, and how do you get them to actually feel that, because they've never been through what you guys have been through and had your guys' experiences?
Yeah, and I think, you know, just besides from competing, we all work out, and, you know, I'm a trainer as well, and I do have my own business with that. So I think it's not just about competing, it's like you said, just having a client who wants to work out. How do you get them started? You know, it all really comes down to just having a foundation, whether you step on stage, if that's your goal, or just getting into the gym.
No, I love that, having a foundation.
Yeah.
I think that's really important, because everything starts in the mind. I'm a huge believer in that.
Yep.
I'm curious about one thing. First, well, two things. First, how many hours on average do you spend at the gym?
Oh my God.
To look like the way you look?
Oh my God. Well,
for me, it's like therapy.
Yeah.
Like, at this point.
Well, you're like just living in the gym. Amit lives in the gym.
Yeah.
it's still for me.
You could tell he loves being at the gym.
Because like,
For sure.
If you want to hear what I used to do,
It's a mental problem.
It was absolutely insane. Like when I was in my bodybuilding days, I spent hours, and I was in high school at the time. And I had a half-day schedule, so the half of the day was in the gym. Because I would work out. Oh, it would be the morning, because I would make it 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Cardio. Fasted.
Same here.
And then after school,
The 2 a day.
Yep, straight to the gym. A weight workout, more incline walking. Incline walking, 3.5 speed. Usually what I would accidentally do would eat like more peanut butter, or I would eat like more protein. And in my mind, I was like, shit, I went over. So I'd go back to the gym and do like an hour of cardio.
Damn.
And some people, don't get me wrong, enjoy the 2 a day of going in the morning, doing their fasted cardio, going back in the evening time for their lift. However, I don't, you know, I did that for the first show, and, you know, now I'm kind of in that mindset because I am a trainer and I train clients. You know, the gym, exercising, it is a passion of mine, but, you know, I do not want to be there anymore for 2 a days, so I try to just do everything in one shot. So if that means I'm there for 2 hours, I'm there for 2 hours, but hey, at least I'm getting everything done.
The great thing is you have that
structure.
Knowledge. You know, you don't have to do that. There's different ways you can go about, you know.
For sure.
You structure it however is comfortable for you that day, and you kind of roll with it.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, like 2 hours
You've done it for long enough to be able to juggle everything.
I just wanted to put into perspective.
Yeah, about 2 hours.
This is hours of work a day.
That you have to commit. This is a commitment.
It's a commit. I just wanted to really, you know, show the people that are watching.
People don't understand.
How
you don't wake up like this.
The discipline that it takes. I don't think you guys understand
we
that
don't
from an
see it.
outsider who doesn't. I like barely work out.
I think I speak
but like
for all of
from
us.
my perspective, this is you guys are insane. The discipline, the hard work, it's really amazing.
This is what I tell all my clients and people like you that don't work out regularly or just try to, you know, check the boxes. For us, it's not about checking the boxes. Like, we actually enjoy it.
Yeah. Like, I don't even think about time. Like, I don't even think, oh, shit, 2
like,
hours?
this is where fitness people, like, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, like, where they resonate, because, like, we love this shit.
Yeah.
I know. And it's incredible. And it's really inspiring. It really is inspiring.
It's a double-edged sword, you know. because the whole psychology, which is what I wanted to get into.
Yes, I want to get into that as well.
Yeah.
You were talking about the peanut butter, you know, and sometimes when you're on a strict diet and you're so fixated, and you know, nowadays everything is so much about appearance.
Yeah.
You have to check yourself. And
So it's really not all sunshine and rainbows.
This is where the conversation comes to, you know, that.
and for women
time and
especially,
point.
which is why I wanted you to on here. I wanted to really get into perspective for the people that are out there dealing with, you know, some psychological stuff, and how they can get in there and get results, and, you know, not get too carried away. And
Yeah, I mean, I love the sport, but it doesn't mean that I don't think there's a lot of downfalls that come with being in the sport or doing it. And I just think it falls back on, you know, being mentally and physically strong, because there's so much that comes with it. And I'm sure you know, I don't even have to really go into it, but I think the biggest thing, if people came to me and asked me, should I compete, you know, I would tell them, you know, I would give them my honest answer. And if they wanted to do it, yes. But you have to have, you know, really good people behind you and coaches to really guide you and let you know throughout the way of how you're going to feel and what happens after the show. Does your body stay like that? Does it not? And that's where things really get to go into a deeper perspective.
Walk me through the moment you're going into the show, you're about to go on stage, and there's all these other girls, and they all look amazing. I mean,
Yes.
what is it, like a pit in your stomach? Like, everyone looks amazing. You know, am I gonna win? What are people
I've
gonna
never
think?
experienced that, so
I'm really curious.
You've had more experience in this area. My ass just ran on stage and ran back on.
I think for me that every time I am backstage getting ready to go on, I do feel that pit in my stomach. And I think it just, over time, the more shows you do, hopefully it will get better. I still feel that way. But, you know, I think just, again, going back to the mindset, I'm hoping that each time I do compete, that I get better with going in there and just focusing on me, you know, all my hard work, show it off. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're all human. And this is where I think social media comes in, because everyone compares themselves to everybody's looking at everybody, and I think it's normal to go there and to see who's around you, like who else looks good and
100%.
Stuff like that. But you don't want to let that get too in your head, because you still have a whole show to do and go out there.
Yeah. For females, it's taken a bit of a turn because of the unrealistic expectations that I feel have been set by you know, certain female bodybuilders or fitness girls or stuff
this
like
is
that.
why I pointed out, like, checking yourself, because a lot of people say, oh, you compare yourself to everybody else, but that's just looking outside of yourself. That's still looking outside of yourself. Like, I never blame the people who are getting themselves out there. It's more about understanding that everyone looks their best on social media. And
with all the filters and
no one's gonna post
manipulation,
no one's gonna post
and angles.
And no one's gonna post themselves after, you know, 3,000 calories at the end of the day. You know, they're gonna
you get the best photo, or that, you know, the best version that you want to put out there on social media. And I think that's fine, because I think the generation has shifted into being that way. Years ago, you know, I think, you know, Instagram, all these social platforms were a little bit different. You know, I've had my mom say to me that she's offended that none of them are on my Instagram. And I kind of told her, saying, well, I get it. I love you guys. Doesn't mean anything against you, but I want this to be my platform of what I can showcase.
Yeah, I think just being real should be a new norm. You know, when you're real with yourself and you accept yourself and your own journey, you're only competing with yourself. There's always going to be somebody else with, you know, different qualities, different traits, different genetics, different whatnot.
Right.
But the most important thing to me is just I stay in my lane. You know, I do my thing, and you build character through that. So.
Yeah, I think it's really, really cool that you guys are open about the insecurities that go into being at the top of the fitness level. And there's already enough insecurities out there for people who are not even close to reaching what you guys have reached. And there's still the insecurities
Of course.
on top.
You know, to me, it's all about everyone has a preference, everyone has a perspective,
Exactly.
and everyone's unique in their own way.
Yeah.
And bodybuilding is an art to me, in my opinion. You know, you come in, you bring in the best package, you present it the best you can, and give them that happy meal.
Exactly. Everyone really is unique in their own way.
I do feel like,
You know?
especially that needs to be conveyed in like today's day and age, is that
Needs to be talked about.
Right. Everything can be individualized. Like you know, not everything is
100%.
going to be for everybody. Like if I've learned, my whole physique has been changed in a completely unconventional manner. So it's like if you, in the terms of the fitness, when anybody is entering the fitness realm, be more curious, try new things, try different classes, try different workouts, try different
See what you
people,
like.
see what works for you.
For working out, I think trying everything is essential because for me, for example, I started off powerlifting.
Right.
You know, I was just shooting up the numbers.
Repping it out.
Yeah, I
We
was.
just see the videos.
Yeah, I still got the videos.
Yeah.
So I always go back and I'm like, damn, I was that strong at 16. That's crazy. Because I don't focus on strength anymore. I don't enjoy it as much as I used to because I've experimented.
Exactly.
And I think the most
The
important-
older we get, the more open our mind becomes.
Yeah.
You know, people who want to do fitness in general, everyone has a different definition of it. Whether I said you're going for stage or you're just, you know, want to be healthy. You know, I love to just tell people who are a little bit older and they want to get their bodies moving, you know, wake up, have a glass of water, and just go for a walk for 30 minutes, you know.
I love that. That's literally what I preach all
Yeah.
the time. Start slow. Don't.
Right.
You know, if somebody comes to me and they're like, dude, I'm ready to go. I'm going to hit it 5 times a week. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even train anybody
Yeah.
5 times a week.
Yeah. I'm like, no, dude. Like, you need
Yeah.
to take it easy. You need to chill, be patient.
Right.
Do something that's sustainable.
Right. Like the sustainability goes out the window when you're like, I'm going to wake up at 5
Oh, no,
a.m.
they do
every
that for a
morning.
week and they're
Yeah.
done.
You know, I've been through that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
I'm like, Amit, please train me. I'm ready. I'm going to go hard. I'm
No.
going to work out every day.
Think
And then
about
after
it.
2 weeks, I'm done. I'm
But
back
you're
to
sore.
pizza and just staying in.
and the thing about it is you've already overwhelmed yourself off the bat.
Yeah. It's not your passion.
It's 100% true. You guys, the one thing you all have in common, this is your passion.
Right.
Health,
Yeah.
fitness, the
The thing-
lifestyle,
the
the
thing-
culture.
Wellness.
It's
It-
your passion.
It looks so different for all of us, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we all train the same. It's just we all like physical exertion, and we all are obviously attached to looking good and feeling good.
It's a really good passion to have.
I think we
People-
got the best drug out there.
Right, I
And
know.
I go as far to say that it's necessary. I mean,
Yes.
everyone's going to hit a point in life when they're going to be like, it's going to come down to, I wish I would have been more active.
100%.
You know? When you haven't been active, I think there needs to be kind of like a shift in your mind.
Yeah.
So first you're contemplating, you know, you're thinking about it. You might not be super like enthusiastic about it, but wrap your mind around the benefits. Wrap your mind around
About the good, the
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah, and then once you get your mind kind of, you know, shifting towards that direction, start moving, start finding out what you like. Don't start doing like all the, 3 sets, 8 reps, 3 sets, 4 sets, whatever the fuck. Do what you like to do, and then start shifting to a smarter approach.
Right.
That's for someone that's like, you know, hasn't worked out.
Yeah. And I think for somebody like you, whether, you know, I know you have a baby, so whether it's you finding something in your day that you enjoy, is putting that extra time in, whether you want to, you know, throw some affirmations on and go outside for a quick 15-minute stretch. It's finding the little things you like and how you can incorporate them into your daily routine.
That's actually really good advice.
Yeah.
Like I like taking a walk
Yeah.
with my son. So like that's something I actually do. I go for a walk. I hate feeling like I'm sitting home all day and not moving. Like that's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
I get like that guilt. Like
If you need to go out and do
yes,
something.
I need to do something or I'm gonna like literally
Yeah.
crumble.
Yeah.
Just be active. You know, you want to feel like
Yeah,
you're
so
active.
I do
Staying
go on
active.
walks and stuff like that, but I feel like getting to the level of gym lifting, that
Yeah.
takes
You have
a
to start
lot
Little
of
by
discipline.
little.
It's
Yeah.
all how you can integrate it into your lifestyle. Like it's because it's simple in the beginning, Like, it's kind of the best thing I feel like personally, I feel like people can do is just kind of see what works for them, you know? You don't have to completely change your life, like, in that moment just because you want to integrate fitness. It's like, how can I just add little things here and there? Like, how can, when I walk 30 minutes in the morning, okay, maybe I can, you know, play with my kids outside, or just little things, because you're burning calories just talking, you know what I mean? So it's exert a little bit more energy in your chill. Like,
well, I think strategic training, I like that
sure.
because you can build on it. Looking back, you know how I started? I was fat. I was,
You were.
I was fat in middle school, and then
Yeah, but you were cute.
Yeah, but shut up.
I should throw up a picture of him as a kid.
I'm putting in a picture.
Oh, and me and my boy were both fat. And then we're like, dude, I bet I can lose weight faster than you.
Oh, see, there you go. You had a little bit of a.
So you have that competitive motivation.
Yo, that bet, I swear to God, changed my life. That bet was
And
like,
that happens throughout life.
Yeah.
For sure. I know you mentioned before we got on here a little bit about bullying. And I think that, you know, I'm sure you two can relate in some sort of way, but I know I definitely can as well. And I think that also goes into a lot of, I'm tying it into fitness, but it's just, you know, because when things are said or, you know, those sort of things along the lines that it changes things throughout life. And
it's like, let me show the bullies like what I can look like.
Prove them wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what it takes to get it started.
Yeah.
But then you find more passion in it. You know, I had people come to me, dude, I just want to look good on the beach, you know, like, you know, whatever. I mean, it's not sustainable.
We had a conversation about this, like about the reasoning behind it. Like, why? Like, when you have a client and they're trying to, you know, they want to work out or whatever, why? And then they'll say, oh, because I want to look good. I want to have a beach body. I want to be ready for summer. But then, no, like, really, why? You know,
I keep digging, like, oh, why do you want to look good for the girls on the beach or whatever?
Because there's something more there that, because maybe we're not approaching this right.
It comes down to not feeling confident.
Yeah, you want to find where it's coming from.
Like,
you want to dig the root up.
Right. It's like, because you're doing this for you. You're not doing this for anybody else besides yourself. You know, this is the lifestyle that you've chosen. It's not just because you want to look good. It's because it's
find the bigger picture, the bigger reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
This generation is actually the most active out of all generations.
That's nice to hear.
But they're dealing with different problems.
Yeah.
They're dealing with psychological problems, I'd say at least.
It's a bit different these days. And
a personal strategy for me, I feel like, is like, if I make a post or whatever, like, I'm not going on social media. I'm not scrolling. I'm not.
So you're not
checking
the
you
likes?
Like that too?
Like, I feel like, I don't know. Like, when you're constantly posting and you're getting so much attention, it's like you kind of want to feed off of that.
I could say I do that sometimes. I post and then I won't go back on.
Yeah, no, my approach
I'm
is
like, I'm done for the day.
Yeah. Later, be like, oh, got to 20,000. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're chilling. Like, fine. Like, okay. And then you kind of get some feedback to what's the next post going to be. Like, oh, people didn't really like that one. So let me just, you know.
I see a lot of cringe stuff out there nowadays, though. Like, I've never seen before.
That's what social media thrives on, I feel like.
It's so cringe watching people, like, lust for attention.
I was acting. Or was I?
But intention, I think, to me is the most important. Like, I keep having to center myself around, you know, I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for anything. I genuinely want to make an impact. And have people that are willing to talk about things most people don't talk about.
You know?
Yeah, and this is fun. I mean, it's better than going out drinking, and a lot of people our age think that's life now, and that's the fun thing to do. And I'm like, what happened to the activities and you know, the fun stuff?
That's so true.
Yeah,
sacrificing that is really nothing, because what you're only missing nights that you're not even going to remember.
Spending money and
like, am I going to the gym? You know, a couple friends. I feel like that's, you know, that's more fun than getting drunk and.
I can say from most people say, oh, I don't take anything back. With the amount of shit that I've done, if I took some stuff back, I'd be much more better off, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. People sit here and they're like, oh, would you take anything back? No, it's made me who I am. Like, dude.
Oh my God, that's bullshit.
I would have been a millionaire by now, you know? And it's like, listen, dude, like, at any moment, your trajectory can go 0 to 100.
Yeah.
It's like the kids that I see at the gym, and I'm like, just change your form. That little cue that I gave him right there is going to carry on if he listens to me.
Big
But also,
more
most people that have done the work, that have put in the work, they're kind of like shitting on a lot of people instead
like, I
of
did it.
uplifting them. They're like, oh, dude, like, you're not going about this the right way. Like, nah, but I appreciate stupidity. I appreciate stupidity.
Let me tell you, those people are not happy because truly happy, successful people want to help others.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you guys all want to help. You reach out to people and help them. Just the fact that you're sitting here talking about it is helping people.
Why would you put in all this work if you're not going to be of service?
If anything, you guys could probably agree. It brings.
They
a
were
little
probably
bit of
never
excitement
stupid.
that we can convey this information.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Like, we know how to work out. Like, let me show you some stuff.
Do you feel like if your crush was at the gym, like if you ever had a crush at the gym, like it's easier to work out because you're like, ooh, let me show off
Let
now.
me just get.
I hate that aspect of like social hour in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that just comes to work out and I want to get the fuck out of there.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
feel like
God.
that's why I don't go to the big cool gyms, you
Yeah.
know. We were talking
I
about
think
that
we
before.
did it. I think we've experienced.
I think it's weird that
Like-
there's labels. Labels are weird, like fitness people only with fitness people, and it's like I'm
Yeah,
open.
if you're really a
die.
diehard fitness fan, you should be able to, work out anywhere. So
Yeah, and I think we touched on so much, and I
Yeah.
want to just conclude this conversation for the mindset aspect of the Cobra.
I'll never forget an
That's
advice Amit gave me, but I don't even know if you know this. It stuck with me, what you told me.
Okay.
So I remember you said, whatever you do, move in silence like a cobra.
Yeah.
Don't brag, be humble, reach your goals in silence.
Because that's
Yeah.
what Cobras do, bro.
Because that's what cobras do.
Yeah.
And I remember it. And that was years ago when you told me that. And I still, live by that today.
I was gonna have the
That's
shirts. I was
awesome.
gonna have the clothing say "Work in silence."
Ooh,
but-
I think we need the shirts now. Work in silence shirts.
yeah,
Or move
then
in
we can
silence
start
shirts.
wearing them on here.
Actually,
Yeah.
I had another idea, so it's coming out. So I just want everybody to stay tuned for that. But enough about Cobra.
Yeah.
This is about
Well,
you guys.
In terms of the Cobra
Yeah.
mindset and like our journey, it's focus on yourself and your journey and your passions and integrate fitness
Yeah.
into your lifestyle to better yourself. Like this is your life. This is something that you know that fitness is only going to better you. Like why not? Why not?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Alexa. Thank you,
Yes.
Heather. Thank you for sharing the Cobra mindset.
Of course.
Thank you guys.
Peace.
Bye.